Welcome to CrashMagic. In this video we're looking at a very old trick called Tramps and Chickens, which would usually be performed using matchsticks or sometimes coins. Now I'm sure this must have been done before, but I've adapted it to work with playing cards. So I'll show you the performance, and then if you like it and want to learn it, there's a tutorial straight after. In the middle of the countryside was a farm, and on the farm was a barn containing 5 chickens. Now, passing the farm one day were 2 tramps who had decided that they were going to steal the chickens. They sneaked into the barn and picked up the chickens under their arms as fast as they could. They were just about to escape when they saw the farmer approaching. They knew they had enough time to get out of the barn without being seen, but not while they were carrying all the chickens. So the tramps quickly put the chickens back down again, creeped out of the barn and hid behind a hedge. The farmer entered the barn, checked on all the chickens, and after seeing that everything was okay, left again. The 2 tramps, seeing their chance, rushed back into the barn and picked up all the chickens again and ran back out as fast as they could. Once safe, they checked what they had stolen, and the first tramp couldn't understand how he had only managed to get 1 chicken, while his friend had somehow managed to steal and escape with 4 chickens. I hope you enjoyed that performance, and if you want to learn how it's done, here's the tutorial. So we need 5 red cards here that are our chickens, and it's best to use a mixture of values and suits. And then of course we need our 2 tramps, and I use the 2 black jacks for that, and there's also another chicken hidden here as well. So that's 5 chickens plus an extra 1 in total. So just for ease of reference during the tutorial, I will refer to the 2 tramps as the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Spades, so it's easier to know which one I'm referring to. And to start the trick, we put those together and hide our extra chicken underneath. You can then begin the story about the 5 chickens in the barn and how there were 2 tramps passing by the farm who decided to steal those chickens. So at this point you pick the tramps up and split them, such that that extra chicken, the extra red card, is hidden behind, in this case, the Jack of Spades. Then, being careful not to flash the extra card, you use the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Spades to pick up the chickens, starting with the Jack of Clubs. So that's going to be the extra one. So the Jack of Clubs will effectively pick up 3 of the 5 reds, and the Jack of Spades will pick up 2, but of course there's already 1 hidden under there, so there's 3 reds under each of the jacks at this point. You can then carry on with the story, explaining how the tramps were just about to escape when they saw the farmer approaching, and that how they knew they could escape, but only if they put the chickens back. So then you can turn the 2 piles over, and we're going to return the chickens back, again one at a time, but in the opposite order. So this time starting with the Jack of Spades. So by returning them in the opposite order, we're then left with no cards underneath the Jack of Spades, and under the Jack of Clubs we've still got 1 red card hidden. So we put the 2 jacks aside at this point, making sure not to flash that extra card that's under the Jack of Clubs. And then we can continue explaining how the farmer comes back into the barn and checks all his chickens are okay. So we can turn our red cards back over at this point, and then once the farmer has left, we get our 2 tramps and pick up the chickens again. Now of course, if you remember, we've got that extra card still under the Jack of Clubs, our extra chicken, and the Jack of Spades, there's nothing under that, that's just a single card. So we'll again pick the chickens up in alternate order, starting with the Jack of Clubs. So this means we're going to end up with 4 red cards under the Jack of Clubs and 2 under the Jack of Spades. Now at this point you can put the pile with the Jack of Clubs down, and there's no need to worry about if they split slightly because you're not hiding how many cards are under there. But under the Jack of Spades we've got 2 red cards at the moment, and we only want 1 to be seen. So we need to keep these cards together, and now we need to split them as if there's only 2 cards. So you can either split this way, so the 2 red cards are hidden as 1, or you can split the opposite way, so you've got 1 red card and the other red card is under the Jack of Spades. Either way works, whichever works best for you, as long as you don't flash the extra card. So you can show that the Jack of Spades got away with 1 chicken, and then no sleight of hand at all on the last one. You just show the 4 chickens that are beneath the Jack of Clubs. Well, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down below, and see you soon.